Something big is coming, and the entire tech world can feel it. For years, foldable phones have been evolving, improving, and fighting for attention. But now that Apple is finally stepping into the foldable arena, the excitement has reached a completely different level. The Apple name carries an unmatched level of brand power, and as the foldable iPhone moves closer to reality, that influence is becoming impossible to ignore. Yes, this year will bring several impressive foldable smartphones to the market. New designs, better displays, and stronger hardware are all on the way. But somehow, the device attracting the most curiosity and anticipation isn't even available yet. Apple's very first foldable iPhone has already captured the imagination of millions. Across the tech industry, conversations are heating up. Leaks about the foldable iPhone price have only fueled the hype even more. In a recent poll asking which upcoming foldable device people were most excited about, the results were almost unbelievable. Apple's foldable iPhone took the #1 spot, even though the phone doesn't officially exist yet. That alone says a lot about Apple's influence. The company has taken its time entering the foldable market, and that long wait has only made people more curious. When Apple finally decides to join a category, the entire industry pays attention. Still, from a practical point of view, buying the first foldable iPhone this year might not be the smartest decision. First-generation devices often come with compromises, and there are already strong competitors preparing powerful alternatives. Take the Galaxy Z Fold 8, for example. Reports suggest it could feature Samsung's new crease-free folding display, something many users have been waiting for. A smoother, nearly invisible fold could easily become a stronger selling point than software differences alone. But here's the reality. Whether it's the best foldable or not, the foldable iPhone will almost certainly sell in massive numbers. Apple's brand loyalty is simply that powerful. There is a lot riding on this launch. Apple will want everything to go perfectly, from the announcement to the first months on the market. However, considering the company has faced a few software and hardware hiccups in recent years, it's fair to say some cautious optimism remains. Still, there is hope that this year could mark a turning point. Reports suggest upcoming iOS updates will focus less on dramatic redesigns and more on refinement, polish, and stability. If that happens, Apple could once again deliver the premium experience people expect. And if the foldable iPhone lives up to even half of the hype surrounding it right now, the smartphone industry might be about to enter a very interesting new chapter. Okay, pause for a second and really think about this. After years of rumors, delays, and endless speculation, Apple is finally ready to enter the foldable arena, and not in a small way. Imagine an iPhone that looks perfectly normal in your pocket, slim and refined. Then you open it like a book and suddenly you're staring at a massive, immersive display. Very similar in concept to the Galaxy Z Fold series. But here's the shocking part. A new leak says the inner screen crease might be almost invisible. That is huge. One of the biggest complaints about foldables has always been that visible line running down the middle. You can see it, you can feel it. It reminds you that the screen bends. But according to a Weibo post from Fixed Focus Digital, sources inside the supply chain claim Apple's first foldable could have a crease depth of just 0.15 millimeters when fully unfolded. That is incredibly shallow, almost impossible to notice unless you really go looking for it. And it doesn't stop there. The reported crease angle is just 2.5 degrees. Most companies do not even share numbers like that. If true, this suggests Apple is chasing something that feels nearly seamless, almost flat, almost like a traditional display. MacRumors also reports that Apple is working with Samsung on a brand new display panel described as virtually crease-free. Just hearing that makes this device sound like a serious breakthrough rather than just another foldable experiment. But Apple is not only focusing on the screen. The hinge system is rumored to be one of the most advanced designs the industry has seen so far. It is supposedly engineered to minimize the crease while staying strong and durable over time. That balance has been the biggest challenge in the foldable space, and Apple appears determined to get it right. What is even more surprising is the approach to pricing. Early reports suggest Apple wants this foldable iPhone to feel more accessible than people expect. Not cheap, of course, but not outrageously out of reach either. Now, let's be real. The crease will not disappear completely. That challenge delayed Apple for years. But if these leaks are accurate, this foldable iPhone could be Apple's boldest design shift in a long time. Sleek, functional, and just a little bit magical when you open it in your hand.